She'll look good. I think he threw 30 pitches, used his entire mix, faced some hitters up, down, and came out of it well, which is most important. I think he wishes his command would have been a little bit better, but really positive day for Show.
Is this going to kind of be the progression, is just upping the pitch count a little bit more every time right now?
I think so. You know, whether it's another 2 innings stint next week on Saturday or, you know, getting it to 3, I'm not sure, but that's kind of be the program.
For those Rancho hitters,
They're Rancho hitters, yeah.
Is there a time frame on this yet?
No. I think that if you look at the, I don't think, you know, looking out, it's, you know, you still got to get to 5 or 6 innings, so we still got ways to go.
How's he in terms of like velocity stuff, even if the command was,
You know, I don't know. I didn't ask what the velocity was. I think a safe guess is somewhere in the mid-90s.
I know it's early in this process, but is there something that in particular that, whether it's the work that he puts in or what you're seeing, that's particularly impressive?
I think the thing that's most impressive is his ability to compartmentalize. I mean, he's essentially doing the work of 2 players, and still to go out there and perform on the offensive side is pretty remarkable.
do you think there will be more like formal simulated games he gets to, and these pregame things where he's pitching and like simulating taking at bats or anything like that, or will it still just kind of more like live BPs?
That's a fair question, and I haven't thought about that. I'm sure I don't know if our rehab guys have thought about that, but that's, as we get down the road, that is something to think through. But we haven't got there yet.
Where do you think he is now in comparison to when he was doing this, getting geared up in spring training?
Considerably further along. I think in spring training it was velocity, it was just fastballs, really good command. But right now, to be able to use the sweeper, the curveball, the split, he's just using his entire arsenal. So also with today doing the up down, he's certainly well beyond where he was in spring.
Anything new on Mookie today, just how he's feeling?
It is a fracture at the tip of his toe, and so it's kind of what he can tolerate. And the last couple of days, it's been hard for him to even put on a shoe. So that's obviously why he's not in the lineup. But I still don't believe it's going to be an IL stint, and I think day-to-day is fair right now.
Do you know which toe?
It's his left toe, the 4th toe.
how is he moving around? Like if he felt well enough to pinch hit at some point, would he need to be like lifted?
Yeah, I think he'd be lifted. I think in a spot to use him to then replace him with another player off the bench would probably be ideal, yeah.
Dave, how did it actually happen?
You know what, it was something in the middle of the night in his house, in his bedroom, and kind of what, it's dark and you kind of hit something.
You talked to Rocky earlier. Did you give him some advice?
No, I just checked in on him. I was just making sure he felt good, how his progress is going. He's gotten to be a lot more physical already. Out there playing catch, looked good, felt good. So I just wanted to do a little check-in.
Dave, how's Freddie with the slide last night? Is he still living
He's a medical marvel. He's kind of getting through it. He's in the lineup, and he came out of it fine.
Dave, with Mookie, you say you're probably not going to be an IL, you don't think so? Is there a decision point Monday or Tuesday to where you get a certain point where you can't back?
I think so. Yeah, probably. But you know, once we get this swelling out, get the pain to subside a little bit, it's going to be the whole. It is what it is for quite some time. So probably don't think that, you know, 4 days versus 14 days or 15 days is going to make much of a difference.
Is there more of a premium on keeping him playing just as he keeps learning more, playing shortstop and getting reps there?
I don't think so. I think it's certainly helpful, but the quality of shortstop play that we've seen this year, I think that he's got enough repetitions, confidence. But yeah, I mean, more is better as far as reps for Mookie, but I'm not too concerned about missing out on some opportunities defensively.
Does this affect his range?
I think right now, yes, but hopefully when he gets back, the range won't be compromised.
I take you don't think it would affect the swing being on his plant foot?
I mean, I think that's the thing is because he does use a lot of ground force, so I don't know if he swung a bat yet today, but there is some pause a little bit, yeah.
What's next for Michael Kopech?
He's throwing on Sunday, so he's gonna throw Sunday with Henriquez, and there's another rehab guy. Sheehan, yeah. So we got three of our guys that are gonna throw on Sunday.
And with Sheehan, he threw 2 in Arizona. Is it just natural progression?
I think the goal is 3 and 45. Yes.
Okay.
How do you feel about how Kershaw's progressed so far?
You know, I think it's gotten better each time. I think to just expect him to be dialed in is unfair, but I do think that there's some things that I saw that were much better in the last couple innings in Cleveland, and he just threw a pen today. So, you know, command has never been a thing for Clayton, and so I think that, you know, that's something that we're trying to, you know, dial in. But like I've said from the outset, the 2 starts or 2.5 starts is the stuff's been good. It's just kind of working through the command stuff, which I think will come.
I guess Tanner was probably limited last night with how much he was pitching, but just with the way the last couple up and downs have gone with him, is that something you feel is confident in continuing to do with him in situations?
You know, I think it's one of those things that you just got to, I'm looking at as who do we got available? And I think that there are certain times that it's not ideal with usage, but we're still trying to win games. And, you know, many nights I feel he's the best option, and whatever is called for, I'm going to use him. And so he's all in on that. And I really don't think Tanner's inconsistencies has been a usage thing. So, I mean, he works hard every day to be in there. So I'm going to keep using him if it makes sense.
What do you expect to see from his song at shortstop today?
Just catch the baseball, throw it across the diamond accurately. You know, Tommy obviously has played short, but hadn't played short all year, taking grounders over there. So I feel confident having Hasan over there, and I'm looking forward to having the energy tonight.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Dave, happy
Well, thanks,
birthday.
Beth. Thank you guys. Thank you. 53 years young. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you.
You don't